First Contact's deception. Admiral Helena Blackwood stood at the observation deck of Artemis Station, her steel-gray eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the Galactic Alliance's latest incursion into the Sol system. Behind her, the massive underground facility buried deep within Europa continued its tireless work, hidden from the prying eyes of the Alliance's surveillance networks. "Status report," she commanded, her voice carrying the weight of humanity's greatest secret. Commander Marcus Rodriguez approached with a data tablet. "The Alliance fleet has taken the bait, Admiral. They believe they've destroyed our last defensive platform around Jupiter. Their celebration broadcasts are entertaining." A slight smile crossed Helena's weathered face. For 3 years, humanity had orchestrated the greatest deception in galactic history. While the Alliance believed they were fighting Earth's primary defense force, they were merely engaging with automated systems and minimal resistance, all carefully designed to appear as humanity's best efforts. "And our real fleet?" she asked, though she already knew the answer. "The Phantom Division remains undetected in the Kuiper Belt," Rodriguez confirmed. "All 15,000 warships are ready. The orbital forge arrays have completed the last batch of Thanatos-class dreadnoughts. Director Nakamura reports that the quantum targeting systems are operating at 99.9% efficiency." Helena nodded, remembering the day Earth scientists first detected the Alliance's observation satellites. Instead of destroying them, humanity had turned them into tools of deception. They fed the Alliance exactly what they wanted to see: a promising but ultimately primitive civilization, barely managing faster-than-light travel. Meanwhile, in secret facilities throughout the solar system, humanity had been building. The discovery of quantum crystalline technology in the rings of Saturn had changed everything. While the Alliance saw humans struggling with basic ion drives, the real human fleet had perfected gravity manipulation and dark matter harnessing. "Update from Deep Intelligence," a young lieutenant announced from his station. "The Alliance Council has scheduled their victory celebration. They're planning to announce Earth's generous terms of surrender within the next solar day." Helena exchanged knowing looks with her command staff. The Alliance's arrogance had played perfectly into their hands. Their belief in their own superiority had blinded them to the possibility that a primitive race could have advanced so far, so fast. "Begin Phase Omega," Helena ordered. "Transmit the activation codes to all sleeper cells in Alliance space. I want our agents in position when we reveal ourselves." Throughout the command center, officers worked with practiced efficiency. Humanity's true strength had never been in brute force, but in preparation, innovation, and the ability to think beyond conventional boundaries. While the Alliance relied on their technological superiority, humanity had developed in ways they couldn't imagine. "Admiral," Rodriguez called out, his voice tight with controlled excitement. "The Alliance flagship is moving into position above Mars. Supreme Commander Zyrex is personally overseeing their victory formation." Helena moved to the tactical display, studying the enemy fleet's arrangement. Perfect. They had positioned themselves exactly where humanity's strategic AI had predicted. Their formation, designed to display power and dominance, would become a tactical nightmare when the true battle began. "Send word to Director Nakamura," she commanded. "The stage is set, and contact Fleet Marshal Petrov. His forces should begin their approach from the outer system. It's time to show the Alliance that humanity isn't just another species to be conquered and absorbed into their hegemony." As the orders went out, Helena reflected on the journey that had brought them here. When the Alliance first contacted Earth, they had offered membership with conditions that would have effectively reduced humanity to servitude. Instead of refusing outright, Earth's leaders had played a longer game. They had appeared to negotiate in good faith while secretly preparing for the inevitable conflict. "All stations report ready, Admiral," Rodriguez announced. "The Phantom Division is advancing. Quantum Communications Network is green. Our agents in Alliance space await your signal." Helena straightened her uniform and took a deep breath. In the next few hours, the galaxy would change forever. The Alliance would learn that their greatest mistake wasn't in choosing to fight humanity. It was in believing they understood what humanity was capable of. "Send the signal," she ordered. "Let's show them what humanity can really do." Throughout the solar system, hidden facilities hummed to life. Quantum engines powered up, advanced weapon systems came online, and cloaking fields began to drop. The greatest reveal in military history was about to begin, and Admiral Helena Blackwood would make sure it was a performance the Alliance would never forget. The time for deception was over. The time for humanity's ascension had begun, the silent fortress. Fleet Marshal Viktor Petrov walked through the crystalline corridors of Thanatos Base, buried 2 kilometers beneath the surface of Pluto. The quantum lattice walls pulsed with a soft blue glow, a testament to humanity's mastery of the technology they'd kept hidden from the Alliance for so long. "Engineering reports the last wave of ships is ready, sir," Captain Diana Wells reported, falling into step beside him. Her dark skin contrasted with the luminescent walls as they made their way to the central command hub. "The quantum cores are performing beyond expectations." Petrov nodded, his scarred face reflecting in the polished surfaces around them. 10 years of secret development had led to this moment. While the Alliance laughed at humanity's primitive spacecraft, the true fleet had grown in the shadows of the outer solar system. They entered the massive spherical chamber that served as Thanatos Base's nerve center. Holographic displays showed thousands of ships scattered throughout the Kuiper belt, each one representing years of human ingenuity and determination. The newest vessels, the Thanatos-class dreadnoughts, were works of art, 3 kilometers of advanced alloys and quantum technology that would redefine space warfare. "Status of the Lazarus Protocol?" Petrov asked, his deep voice carrying across the command center. Technical Director Hiroshi Tanaka looked up from his station, his augmented eyes glowing faintly. "All ships report successful integration. The quantum resurrection fields are stable. Even if the Alliance manages to land a hit, our crews will remain protected." This was humanity's greatest advantage, their complete mastery of quantum mechanics. While the Alliance used basic shields and armor, human ships could phase their crews out of normal spacetime the instant before impact, making them essentially immortal in combat. "Message from Admiral Blackwood," Communications Chief Maria Torres announced. "The Alliance is moving into final position. They're about to announce terms of surrender." A quiet chuckle rippled through the command center. The Alliance's victory celebration would become a lesson in humility. "Show me the fleet disposition," Petrov ordered. The central hologram shifted, displaying the true extent of humanity's military might. 15,000 warships, each more advanced than anything the Alliance possessed, arranged in a 3-dimensional chess board that extended throughout the outer solar system. "Sir," Captain Wells said, her voice tight with excitement, "Team Omega reports success. The quantum virus has been uploaded to every Alliance communication network. On your command, we can shut down their entire coordination system." This was another secret weapon. While allowing the Alliance to defeat their decoy forces, humanity had used every engagement to infiltrate and map the enemy's networks. The quantum virus would render their much-vaunted technological superiority useless. "Signal from Deep Space Array 7, a sensor operator called out. "The Alliance Celebration Fleet has arrived at Mars. Supreme Commander Zyrex is preparing to broadcast their victory speech." Petrov moved to the central platform, his weathered hands gripping the command rail. "Begin Operation Lazarus. All ships power up quantum drives. Stealth systems remain engaged until my mark." Throughout the Kuiper belt, massive engines hummed to life. The quantum cores, powered by technology the Alliance hadn't even theorized yet, began their careful warm-up sequence. Each ship was a masterpiece of human engineering, designed not just to fight but to revolutionize warfare itself. "Director Tanaka," Petrov called, "status of the Prometheus weapon." Tanaka's augmented eyes flickered as he accessed the data. "The quantum cascade is primed, sir. One shot will disable their entire fleet's drive systems. They won't be able to escape." This was the culmination of Project Prometheus, a weapon that could selectively target and disable quantum-based technologies. The Alliance wouldn't just be defeated, they would be rendered helpless, forced to witness the full extent of their miscalculation. Message from Admiral Blackwood, Torres announced. Phase Omega is initiated. Our agents in Alliance space are in position. Petrov straightened, his eyes scanning the assembled command crew. These men and women had worked in absolute secrecy for years, knowing that the fate of humanity rested on maintaining their deception until the perfect moment. Send to all ships, he commanded. Operation Lazarus is now active. Formation Delta 7, prepare for quantum jump on my mark. The holographic display shifted as 15,000 ships began moving into their final attack positions. Each vessel was a testament to human determination, carrying technologies that would reshape the balance of power in the galaxy. Sir, Wells reported, Alliance ships are broadcasting their victory announcement. They're declaring Earth under their protection and oversight. Petrov allowed himself a small smile. Let them finish their speech. It's only polite to let them enjoy their moment before we show them what humanity has become. In the depths of space, humanity's true fleet waited like a coiled spring. Years of preparation, of secret development and careful planning were about to pay off. The Alliance would learn that their greatest mistake wasn't in choosing to fight humanity. It was in giving humanity time to prepare. All ships report ready, Fleet Marshal, Torres announced. Awaiting your command. Petrov took a deep breath, feeling the weight of history on his shoulders. Send to Admiral Blackwood, the silent fortress awakens. May God have mercy on our enemies, for we shall not. The time had come for humanity to reveal its true face to the galaxy. The Alliance's hubris. Supreme Commander Zyrex stood on the command deck of the Eternal Glory, his iridescent scales gleaming under the ship's crystalline lighting. The massive Alliance flagship hung in high orbit above Mars, surrounded by the combined might of 17 civilizations' finest warships. The victory formation is complete, Supreme Commander, High Captain Naira announced, her 4 arms working in perfect synchronization across the tactical displays. All fleet commanders report ready for the ceremony. Zyrex's secondary heart swelled with pride. After 3 years of what he considered an unnecessarily prolonged conflict, the troublesome humans would finally accept their proper place in the galactic order. Their primitive faster-than-light drives and basic energy weapons had proven no match for Alliance technology. Begin the broadcast, he commanded, his translator converting his harmonic speech into the standard galactic frequency. Let all worlds witness the moment humanity accepts civilization. The ship's quantum crystal communications array powered up, connecting to thousands of worlds across Alliance space. Zyrex had specifically chosen this moment, ensuring maximum viewership across all member species. Esteemed beings of the Galactic Alliance, he began, his voice resonating through the quantum channels. Today marks another triumph of order over chaos, of civilization over barbarism. The human species, despite their regrettable resistance, will now join our enlightened community. As he spoke, holographic displays showed celebrations erupting across Alliance worlds. The humans had proven surprisingly resilient, but their defeat was inevitable. Their solar system would become another jewel in the Alliance's crown, their resources and labor adding to the greater good of galactic civilization. Signal disruption detected, the communications officer reported suddenly, her crystalline appendages flickering with concern. Multiple quantum frequency interruptions. Zyrex waved a dismissive limb. Local interference. The humans are probably attempting one final act of defiance. Continue the broadcast. Supreme Commander, Naira interrupted, her voice carrying an unfamiliar note of alarm, we're detecting massive energy signatures throughout the system. They're everywhere. The holographic tactical display suddenly blazed with thousands of new contacts. Massive ships were appearing from seemingly empty space, their designs unlike anything in Alliance records. Each vessel dwarfed even the Eternal Glory, bristling with weapons systems that defied Alliance analysis. Impossible, Zyrex breathed, all four of his hearts skipping a beat. Our surveillance has monitored their technology level for years. They cannot have built this. Multiple quantum signatures detected in Alliance space, the sensor officer reported, their voice rising in panic. Similar vessels are appearing simultaneously in orbit around every major Alliance world. The celebration broadcast dissolved into chaos as reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Human warships, vast beyond comprehension, were materializing everywhere. The Alliance's supposedly unbreakable quantum encryption channels were being overridden with ease. Supreme Commander, Naira called out, we're receiving a transmission. It's being broadcast on frequencies we thought were theoretically impossible. The main screen activated without command, showing a human female in a dark uniform. Admiral Helena Blackwood, Director of Earth Defense Forces. Behind her stood other humans, their expressions grave but confident. Supreme Commander Zyrex, Blackwood spoke, her voice carrying an edge of steel. For 3 years, you've believed you were fighting humanity at its strongest. You were fighting automated drones and minimal resistance forces. Now you will witness humanity's true capabilities. This is some sort of deception, Zyrex declared, but doubt had begun to creep into his hearts. Your species cannot have advanced this far without detection. Your arrogance blinded you, Blackwood replied calmly. While you celebrated victories against our decoy forces, we built. While you believed your technology was insurmountable, we surpassed it. The Alliance saw what it expected to see: a primitive species, easily conquered. You never considered that we might be showing you exactly what we wanted you to see. Alerts began blaring across the command deck. Alliance ships were reporting critical system failures across the fleet. Weapon systems, defensive shields, even basic propulsion, everything was shutting down. What have you done? Zyrex demanded, watching helplessly as his mighty fleet drifted powerless in space. We've activated the Prometheus protocol, Blackwood explained. Your quantum technology now answers to us. Every ship, every weapons platform, every defense system in Alliance space is under our control. We could destroy your civilization with a single command. Zyrex felt his scales pale as understanding dawned. The humans hadn't been fighting for survival. They had been studying the Alliance, learning its weaknesses, preparing for this moment. You have 1 hour to begin surrender negotiations, Blackwood continued. Unlike the Alliance, we believe in genuine cooperation, not forced submission. Your species will retain their autonomy, but the era of Alliance dominance is over. The screen went dark, leaving Zyrex staring at the vast human fleet surrounding his helpless forces. In the holographic display, he watched similar scenes playing out across Alliance space. The most powerful civilization in known history had been outmaneuvered by those they had dismissed as primitives. Your orders, Supreme Commander? Naira asked quietly. Zyrex looked at his mighty flagship, now powerless and dark, then at the massive human vessels that had appeared from nowhere. In a single day, everything he believed about humanity's capabilities had been proven wrong. Send to all commands, he said finally, his voice heavy with resignation. The Alliance surrenders. Throughout the solar system, human ships maintained their positions, a silent testament to humanity's true power. The galaxy would never be the same. Operation Revelation. Strategic Director Jun Nakamura watched the quantum displays from his command center deep within Mercury's core, where humanity's most advanced AI systems calculated and coordinated the greatest military operation in human history. The holographic representation of the solar system glowed with thousands of blue dots representing human ships, while red markers showed the increasingly panicked Alliance fleet. Prometheus protocol operating at full efficiency, reported Dr. Amara Akafer, lead quantum engineer. Her hands danced across the neural interface controls, directing the quantum cascade that had effectively neutered the Alliance's technological advantage. Their entire network is under our control. Nakamura nodded, his cybernetic eye scanning multiple data streams simultaneously. The plan he had helped architect over the past decade was unfolding perfectly. The Alliance's mighty warships hung powerless in space, their quantum cores responding only to human commands. "Status of Operation Shadow?" he asked, referring to the simultaneous reveal of human forces throughout Alliance space. Colonel Raj Patel, coordinator of deep space operations, brought up a new holographic overlay. "All sleeper cells activated successfully. Our hidden fleets have emerged at every major Alliance world. Their orbital defenses are offline, and our quantum jammers are preventing any form of coordinated response." This was the true masterpiece of human planning, not just the technological advancement, but the strategic positioning of forces throughout Alliance territory. While they focused on Earth, humanity had been quietly infiltrating their worlds, positioning ships and agents for this very moment. "Director," called Lieutenant Emma Chen from her communications station, "we're receiving surrender requests from multiple Alliance worlds. Their local governments are breaking ranks with the central authority." Exactly as predicted. The Alliance's structure had always been its weakness, a confederation held together more by technological superiority than true unity. Remove that superiority, and the entire system began to fracture. "Engage Phase 3, Nakamura ordered. "Show them what we could do but choose not to." Throughout the solar system and beyond, human ships activated their most advanced weapon systems. Not to fire, but to demonstrate. Quantum beams capable of reorganizing matter at the subatomic level. Gravity weapons that could tear planets apart. Technology so advanced it would have seemed like magic to the Alliance just hours ago. "Message from Fleet Marshal Petrov," Chen announced. "The Thanatos fleet is in position. They're ready for the demonstration." Nakamura straightened his black uniform. "Execute Demonstration Protocol Alpha. Target, the abandoned Martian moon Phobos." On screens throughout Alliance space, observers watched in stunned silence as a single human vessel approached Mars's smaller moon. A beam of impossible energy lanced out, and Phobos simply ceased to exist. Not destroyed, not shattered, its very atomic structure had been transformed into pure energy, harvested by human collectors for future use. "Quantum conversion successful," Dr. Ockhaffer confirmed. 100% energy reclamation. The Alliance observers are registering significant stress responses. "Signal from Supreme Commander Zyrex," Chen reported. "He's requesting direct communication." Nakamura allowed himself a small smile. "Put him through." The alien commander appeared on the main screen, his scales pale with what humans had learned was fear. "Director Nakamura," Zyrex began, his translator struggling to maintain composure, "your demonstration is understood. The Alliance surrenders unconditionally." "No," Nakamura replied calmly, surprising the alien leader. "We do not want your surrender, Commander. We want your cooperation. Humanity has no desire to rule through fear as the Alliance has done. We seek genuine partnership." He gestured, and new holographic displays appeared, showing human medical ships moving to assist damaged Alliance vessels, engineering teams restoring power to critical systems, relief supplies being transported to worlds cut off by the conflict. "Your civilization has much to offer the galaxy," Nakamura continued. "Your art, your culture, your unique perspectives, these are valuable. What must end is the belief that technological superiority grants the right to dominate others." The demonstration had achieved its purpose. Throughout Alliance space, their leaders were watching humanity demonstrate not just overwhelming power, but deliberate restraint. The message was clear. Humans could destroy them, but chose not to. "Director," Colonel Patel interrupted, "Admiral Blackwood reports that the Alliance Council is requesting an immediate emergency session to discuss terms." "Inform them we accept," Nakamura replied. He turned back to Zyrex. "Commander, you'll find that human ships are now restoring power to your fleet. Consider it a gesture of good faith. We look forward to building a new galactic order together as equals." As the transmission ended, Nakamura watched the tactical displays showing human forces throughout the galaxy. Operation Revelation had succeeded beyond their highest expectations. The Alliance's iron grip on galactic civilization had been broken not through destruction, but through a demonstration of power tempered by wisdom. "Send to all commands," he ordered. "Phase 4 begins now. Humanitarian assistance takes priority. Show them that humanity's greatest strength isn't our technology, it's our capacity for both justice and mercy." Throughout the solar system and beyond, human ships began their new mission. The age of alliance dominance was over. The era of true galactic cooperation was about to begin. New Dawn. Ambassador Kira Patel stood in the newly constructed Galactic Assembly on Europa, watching representatives from 23 spacefaring civilizations file into the crystalline chamber. The transparent dome above showed Earth rising over Jupiter's massive form, a reminder of humanity's home and the changes the past month had brought to the galaxy. "The Alliance delegates have arrived," announced diplomatic liaison James Chen, his holographic form flickering beside her, "including former Supreme Commander Zyrex." Kira nodded, observing the Alliance representatives. Their postures had changed since the revelation of human power. Gone was the arrogant superiority, replaced by a cautious respect. But more importantly, she noticed signs of genuine curiosity in their expressions. "Status report from the technological integration teams?" she asked, straightening her formal diplomatic robes. "Exceeding expectations," James replied. "Dr. Akaffer's quantum sharing initiative is revolutionizing interspecies cooperation. The Centaurians have already combined their biocrystal technology with our quantum systems to create something entirely new." This was humanity's true victory, not the military dominance they had demonstrated, but the renaissance of cooperation that followed. Instead of subjugating the Alliance species, Earth had opened its libraries, shared its advances, and invited collaboration. "Ambassador," a melodic voice called. Kira turned to see Naira, the former High Captain of the Alliance flagship, now serving as the lead diplomat for her species. "The preliminary results from the Jupiter Research Station are remarkable. The combination of our crystalline biology with human quantum mechanics. We never imagined such possibilities." "That's precisely what we hoped for," Kira replied warmly. "Each species brings unique perspectives and capabilities. Together, we can achieve far more than any civilization could alone." The assembly chamber hummed with activity as delegates took their seats. Unlike the old Alliance Council chamber, with its hierarchical arrangement that placed dominant species above others, this room was designed as a perfect circle. Every seat stood at the same level, emphasizing the new era of equality. "Message from Director Nakamura," James announced privately. "The deep space sensors have detected 3 new civilizations approaching Alliance. Correction, United Galactic Space. They appear to have been hiding from Alliance dominance, much as we hid our true capabilities." Kira smiled. The galaxy was changing faster than anyone had predicted. Fear of Alliance repression had kept many species in shadows, but humanity's example was encouraging them to emerge. "The assembly is ready, Ambassador," James reported. "You have the floor." Kira moved to the central platform, where quantum projectors would carry her words to every world in known space. The events of the past month had placed her in this position, not just as Earth's representative, but as the architect of a new galactic society. "Distinguished delegates," she began, her voice clear and strong, "1 month ago, the galaxy witnessed a fundamental shift in power. Humanity revealed capabilities that could have been used to establish a new empire, to replace one form of dominance with another. Instead, we chose a different path." The chamber was silent, all eyes and sensory organs fixed upon her. "Today, we take the next step in that journey. The United Galactic Cooperation Treaty before you isn't just a peace agreement, it's a framework for our shared future. Each world maintains its autonomy. Each species contributes its unique strengths. Knowledge flows freely, unrestrained by artificial hierarchies." She gestured, and holographic displays showed the fruits of the past month's cooperation. New medical treatments combining multiple species technologies, spacecraft incorporating diverse engineering principles, scientific breakthroughs born from shared knowledge. "The old alliance maintained order through force and fear," she continued. They believed that peace required dominance. Humanity presents a different vision, one of genuine cooperation, mutual respect, and shared advancement. Former Supreme Commander Zyrex stood, his scales now showing patterns that humans had learned indicated deep emotion. Ambassador Patel speaks truth. My people ruled through technological superiority, believing it our right and duty. Humanity showed us a better way, not by destroying us when they could have, but by helping us become more than we were. One by one, other delegates rose, each adding their voice in support. Species that had been bitter enemies under Alliance rule were now working together, sharing discoveries, building something new. The resolution before us, Kira concluded, is more than a political document. It is a declaration of principles that true civilization is measured not by its capacity for dominance, but by its ability to uplift others. That genuine peace comes not from fear of punishment, but from mutual understanding and respect. The vote was unanimous. Throughout known space, quantum channels carried the news the United Galactic Cooperation was born. Not through conquest or coercion, but through humanity's example of power tempered by wisdom. As the assembly erupted in celebration, Kira received a private message from Admiral Blackwood. Deep space probes have detected signals from beyond the galaxy's edge. We're not alone in the universe, just in our galaxy. When they arrive, they'll find not a collection of competing empires, but a unified civilization ready to extend the hand of true friendship. Kira looked out at the celebrating delegates, former enemies now working together, sharing stories, building bonds of genuine understanding. Humanity had not just changed the balance of power, they had transformed the very nature of galactic civilization. The future was bright, and it belonged to all of them together.